morning, everybody. My name is Megan Frazier. I am an occupational therapist and driving rehab specialist, and I wanted to show you guys a little bit about my day and what I do. Behind me is my car, and it's a Subaru Outback. It's been specially modified with different types of hand controls, left foot accelerator. There's an instructor brake, and I'd like to show it to you guys real quick. And then throughout this video, you'll meet some of my really awesome patients. Every day is a little bit different. I don't always do the same thing every day. I work with clients with cognitive disabilities such as a stroke or mild cognitive impairment. I work with teens with autism, cerebral palsy, people with medically complex conditions such as peripheral neuropathy, amputation, spinal cord injuries. So none of my days are the same. All right, everybody, so this is my car. Like I said, it was a Subaru Outback. We're gonna hop in and I'm gonna give you a really brief tour. Set up like most Outbacks. Down here, you'll see 3 pedals. The one on the left is a left foot accelerator. We primarily use it for clients that maybe have a spinal cord injury, neuropathy, amputation. Down here is my instructor brake and gas pedal, and I can put the gas pedal on or not. And then as far as otherwise, the vehicle is set up pretty normally. Underneath there is a special attachment right here, and you can see the electronics hanging down where we put our hand controls. Alright, so right now I'm putting in a spinner knob and attachment to the steering wheel. It's a C-clamp, and everything is done by Allen wrenches. So once we get this all tightened down, what we do is we take our spinner knob here and we put this into space. And it's really awesome because now the client I'm going to be seeing later today is only able to use the right side, so she's able to take the wheel and spin it with only using one hand, and it's a lot more fluid motion, which is pretty amazing. All right, good morning. Can you tell everybody your name?
Hi, I'm Ellen. I used to be a nurse, a PACU nurse, post-anesthesia care unit nurse for 45 years.
Thank you. Can you tell us what kind of your story is?
In 2016, while I was talking to the JC members, they were surveying the hospital where I work in. I passed out, and when I woke up, I asked what happened, and one of the doctors who took care of me said that I had a cerebral aneurysm bleed. At that time, I was still able to talk and I was able to move everything. But since we don't have a neurosurgeon that was used to my situation, they told me that I needed to be flown to Dallas to be taken care of. So that same day, we got on a helicopter and flew to University of Texas, UT Southwest Dallas, where they called my posterior, right PCOM, posterior communicating artery. And when I woke up, my husband said that the first thing I asked was to have a bottle of Coke. So it was a good news. Then I was moving and everything, and I was able to talk. However, my EV was showing increase in intracranial pressure, so they decided to do a VP shunt. So I was brought back to the operating room. After the VP shunt, I had another stroke that my husband was able to witness, and he was able to call the help of the nurses in the unit. So I had the VP shunt in place, and apparently I had another bleed out during surgery. So I went back to the OR to stop the bleeding. When I woke up, I cannot move my left arm or left leg, and I had a hard time talking. That was in 2016. From UT Southwest, I was transferred to Hendricks Medical Center in Abilene, but I wasn't progressing much. So I was told that I needed to go to a transition learning center in Lubbock, which is also an inpatient, and I stayed there until April of 2018 or 2017.
And now you're able to do.
Now I am able to. I wanted to be more independent. That's why I asked Megan to help me with my driving.
Can you tell everybody what we're working on?
We're working on. Today we work on learning how to yield and to keep speed in the on the road. Learn how to yield, and we plan to practice parallel parking in the future, which I don't think I could do. But I guess with I will practice and I will be able to do it because I am determined to do that.
And you will get there. Can you show them the equipment that we're using? How it works?
This is the spinner, and this is, since my right arm is the only thing that functions well, better than the left, I should say. I use the spinner, and then this one is to control your left and right turn signals.
Can you move the steering knob a little bit to show them how it works? Or is the car kind of, it's locked, isn't it? Perfect. Well, thank you so much. And can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm from Waco, Texas, and I graduated last year, and I have cerebral palsy.
Can you tell us a little bit about your eyeglasses?
My glasses, they are called bioptics because I am legally blind, and they help me to drive.
And do you use them to be able to see long distances or short distances?
Well, the camera, it's for my long distance to like spot like street signs and stop signs and signs.
Awesome. So in the driving, how are we working together, and what are we working on?
We're working on switching lanes, staying in your correct lane and not swerving. Well, at first we worked on like my reception, like with the street signs and stop signs, was hard, but like I didn't got past that. But now we just working on, like I said, the lane positioning and switching lanes and stuff like that, and turn signaling.
Perfect. What is your goal?
My goal is to just basically, like when I was a kid, people looked at me and was like, he couldn't do nothing. So my goal is to just basically prove everybody wrong.
Awesome. And to get it and be able to go to work, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Very cool.
By myself though, like without nobody taking me.
Awesome. Good afternoon. So now I'm at the last part of my day, and I'm really excited because we are about to launch our driving skills boot camp. So what that is going to be is I'm going to have 5 teenagers that are going to be working on driving and the skills needed to drive. So scanning and attention, problem solving, learning how to interact with police officers, other emergency vehicles. So tonight is the launch of that, and that's going to be once a week for an hour. So that's being added to my schedule. So I'm really excited as an OT to really focus on the needs of teens and driving, and really helping that community become better drivers, and then also having better access and knowledge around driving and how that can help improve their mobility and access to things like employment, and being able to take themselves to school, run errands, and reduce reliability on parents and increasing their independence. So I'm really excited. We're launching that program tonight, and we're adding that to our schedule.